right. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halayim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Arachakodash. Double honors to the apostle, the elders of Great Millstone, taught us his truth. Salutations to the elect, and to the men that died doing the work of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because they shall of us first. To the men, women, and children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son, because the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai, he is the deliverer, because he come to deliver us out of this captivity that we're in. My name is Micah Allah Ben Gab Ben Yasharala, the Church of Philadelphia camp here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Once again, coming back at you with another one. This is a testimony of Shalom. Come back at you with a testimony on yesterday. I had a court hearing. And of course, every morning you wake up, you're supposed to pray. That's the first thing you do, man. All right, you pray to Yahweh, and you get your day started. You're always supposed to pray before you leave out the thresholds of your house. But your first thought when you wake up, you should thank the Lord for, waking you up, because he didn't have to do that. But check this out. I'm gonna read this, and I'm gonna get into the testimony. It's Psalm chapter 40, verse 4. It says, "Blessed is that man that maketh Yahweh his trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies." All right, so blessed is that man that make Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Chakodas his trust. So basically, routine, prayed. And I just asked the Lord, man, just have favor for me on this case. I haven't been working in quite some time now. Still looking and all that, but this is like what I want to say, maybe at least the third time I had to go down there. Because the first time that I lost my job, I had filed for a reduction, but the lady said she was going to put it in for like a suspension or whatever for them to drop it. So I went to the hearing. They sent it to a judge. So when I had to go back to see the judge, I was late by 10 minutes. They had already put the order in, I guess, to keep it or whatever. They said to wait and see if I get something in the mail. So I waited for like a month, man, and nothing ever came in the mail. So I went back down there and filed for a reduction or whatever. But this time they put both my orders in, because I got, well, two of my baby moms, like I got an order for that. Not to get too personal, but just like I said, it's a testimony. So like I said, I prayed, I went down there, they had to be there like 9:15, got there about 9:30, whatever. So the conference lady, but the lady that I saw, I actually seen her before. So I was explaining to her, I was like, yeah, I remember you. I said, you was in a book on Bitcoin. I spoke to her about basically like we got into basically like the MOTB. I was talking about that and everything. So as we're talking or whatever, because my daughter's mother didn't show up. So we're speaking whatever. So she's telling me what I have to do and everything. All of a sudden, the computer shut down. I said, damn, that's crazy. She said, yo, she said, my computer's down. She said, I can't really do anything. But she was like, at this point, she says, I have no choice but to suspend your child support order. But she suspended it for 90 days. I was like, damn. And the town that we living in, you got a lot going on. So that 90 days, that could just free me forever, man. And so as I'm speaking to her, she kept trying to get a computer up. So she sent me over to the department where it's for I think it's like for job placement and all that. So she sends me over there, and when I go to the window, the lady, she looked at me. She was like, "You're not going to believe this." I was like, "What?" She said, "You got the same exact name as my brother." She said, "I thought that you was him." She said, "I had to look." She said, "But when I saw you, I knew it wasn't him." And she showed me a picture, and we kind of resemble each other. I was like, "Wow, what's the odds of that?" But she had on a chain, like the chain where the beads and all that, similar to this. It was similar to the chains that we wear, but her chain, it was like the beads were very colorful. They looked like chariots, and I was like, "Oh!" So I didn't tell her that, but I'm just looking like, "Damn, that's crazy." I said chain, but I told her, I said, yo, I like your chain. That's nice. You know, so we ended up talking and she was she was like basically uh me information on the situation, whatever, right? So we were talking. So I was like, we got into like the scriptures. I was like, damn, this is crazy. So I asked, I said, yo, I said, you know the Lord's Prayer? She was like, yeah. She's like, you about to get me in trouble. I said, listen. I said we just gonna do it like we're having a conversation. We ain't supposed to pray all loud like the heathens and use all these big ass words and all that. So I said, yo, you said English. I said in the Hebrew, you know, so we made it seem like we was having a conversation. And so she just looked at me and she said, oh my goodness, she said, I never heard it like that, such and such. So immediately after that, the dude that was supposed to see me to take me to the back to give me more information on the program, he came out. And this brother name was James, you know, so he took me back to his office or whatever. So he was talking to me, explaining certain things. And I seen a book behind him. All I saw was Negroes. So I was like, oh snap. I was like, yo, brother, what's that book right there? And it was like, I think the name of it was matter of fact, he wrote it down for me. Got it right here. It was called Negroes with Guns. And it's by Robert F. Williams. You know, I really ain't get into like the whole situation as far as, you know, that's Esau's blessing, this, that, and third, whatever. He was telling me it was basically about men that came from World War II, right? And how they were being treated. Well, you know, it was, but they were being mistreated here in Babylon after they fought this war. There's a whole bunch of stuff was like, you know how the situation go if you just do the history and everything. So we start talking, and so, yo, it's crazy because like I wasn't trying to bring up no scriptures, nothing like that. It just came out like that. You know, that's how I know it's of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Arachakodash. So we get to talking, and I just I said, you know, James. I'm like, Dad, I said, I got a son named Samaj. He was like, oh yeah, that's James backwards. I said, yo, you know what? I said, she spells it different. I said, but I said, your name, hey, Shalom, my guy, yeah, Bashim Shah, Bashim Chakadas Brakata. So I'm sitting there telling him, I'm like, yo, I said, James. I said, that was the Lord's brother. He said, yeah, man, I know. And he was like, your name. Well, you know, of course, my name is Michael Albert. Actually, my real name is Michael. All right, but he was like, yo, man, he said, your name, he said, that's one like the Most High. I was like, oh, shit. Like Jake be knowing some things, man, but they be going off. But so he was talking. He was like, man, he said you want to hear something funny? I'm like, what? He said, man, you got the same name as somebody that I grew up with. And I was like, oh shit. I said, that's crazy. He was like, man, he's like, I thought it was him. He's like, until I looked at your birthday. And he was like, I thought you could have been his father, but he was like, no, your birthday, like you're too young to be his father or whatever. And I'm like, damn, so that's no coincidence. There's no coincidences, period. But that's the lady at the reception desk. She told me the same thing, same name as uh somebody he grew up with, right? So we chopping it up a little bit more, and I asked him. I said, hey man, I said you pray, man. So you read the Bible? He was like, yeah. So I was like, oh okay. So I asked him. I said, you know the Lord's prayer? He like, yeah. He's like, you gotta help me. My memory. I said, all right, so you gonna say English. I said, I'm gonna say Hebrew, then a third. I said, but you because it wasn't nobody around, so we just did it fast, whatever. And he was like, man, he said, I never heard the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew before. You know, I'm like, hey man, I said I said the Lord, that's the prayer that he taught us how to pray. I said, being as though you don't know the Hebrew, I said just every morning when you get up before you come to work or whatever, before you leave, get out your bed and everything. I said just prayer. That covers a whole lot. You know, the Lord told us to pray, man. So hey, Shalom, bro. Y'all was some Shabbat. So when like we was talking whatever, so we got that, and I end up being able to leave. So when I left, I had to go back into the lobby or whatever. And just so happened that it was a person there from this program. So he gave me all this information on stuff that I could use, actually beneficial for the situation I'm going through now. But I said, "Damn, that's crazy." So the other lady that I first saw, she was sitting there, and she was like, she's like, "Oh, my computer's still down. I can't get into it." But I had another hearing. It was supposed to be at 1:15, and being as though my daughter's mom didn't show up, and my child's mother, my two kids' mother, she wasn't there yet. So they was like, "Listen, man, we gonna put everything together and you're free to leave." She said, "But as far as right now, your order is suspended, because I'm in the rears, man, like bad, say like maybe like 7 stacks or something like that. But it's all cool because this economy is about to collapse. But the main thing, the testimony is like the Lord had the computer shut down and it freed me up so I don't have to pay anything right now, man. So I was like, call Lam Yabashim Shabashim Kakotas. So when I left out of the building, I bumped into this dude I know from down Kensington or whatever. And he was sitting there, so I was talking to him. "Hey, Shalom, bro, Yabashim Shabrakatah, bong." Brother Shapar. But so when I go outside, he starts talking, because I was trying to get into this little trade joint, whatever. But he gave me information where I could get this situation done for free. So hey, man, that's, like I said, it's just a testimony on, like, you just gotta believe and trust in the Lord, man. Shalakia. You gotta believe and trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaRachakodash, all right? And the reason why I'm saying that, I pray that this is like a motivation or exhortation for you, because coming into the up and coming times, you're gonna have to trust fully in it, man. Once this economy collapse, and there's people that trust in their riches. Matter of fact, you know what? It's another good one. I'm gonna read this real quick, and then I'll probably get up out of here. Lord's willing, man. This is motivational for you. But this is Jeremiah chapter 9, I believe, verse, is that 20? Starting at verse 23. This is Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 23. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am Yahweh, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For these things I delight, saith Yahweh." So you gotta know him, man. You gotta know the Lord, man. That's when you glory in something, that's what you glory in, because that's our Savior, man. Our ticket out of here. Lord's willing, we be a part of that number, But hey, man, and then like they because like I said last time I went, she sent it to a judge, which they could have did it this time too, But the Lord, for whatever reason, she didn't show up. That was all according to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaRachakodash. And usually she'll show up, because she went through all these steps and everything to get this done. Now, you dropped the ball, but the Lord made you drop the ball, man. It says, let's say, man, like I said, man, Proverbs, hold on, I think it was Psalms, I think it was. Slaki, forgive me, just get it again. I think it's Psalms 40 and 4. Okay. Yeah, come read that again. I'm gonna close it out. And this is a banger right here. Psalms 40 and 4 says, "Blessed is that man that maketh Yahweh his trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turn aside the lies," man. So you gotta make the Lord your trust, and he'll hold you down, man. All right, so Lord's willing, you got some out of it. To the next lesson, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaRachakodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, a great millstone. Shalom to the elect. So the next one, I'm saying Mawafa Baba Ball, Kwame Yasharala, keep the faith, and always pray. All right. Shalom.